All right, hello. Jordan and Kristen here from the Artlit Closet with lots and lots of background noise and some going on there.
Flyaway hair.
So this is going to be our final video of the year. First, big thank you to each and every one of you for being a part of this program so that our students here at Hallinan can have this art program. Without your volunteer time, this program could not exist. So we just have a couple of things to close out the year. First and foremost, Kristen's going to walk you through what you need to do in order to send the artwork that we created over the course of the year home with the students. And then once Kristen wraps that up, I will walk you through what you need to know and what you need to do for our art festival submissions. And with that, I think we can get started with portfolios.
All right, so the portfolio. On the counter, we have some of these available to you. I'm going to walk you through what this is going to look like in a few minutes, but this is going to be our art portfolio. So what you will do is you're going to send one of these home per student. So you're going to take their art from one of your big portfolios that you've been storing all the art in from the year. You're going to collate that art out and you're going to put that art inside of one of these portfolios. Along with the art that you put inside of that, we have an info sheet for you to also, it's just a little half sheet and it talks about what Artlit is and what artists we did this year, and if anybody is interested in volunteering or kind of what we do throughout the year, that there's just 5 lessons, but you all know that. Okay, so I'm going to walk you through where the portfolios are in the Artlit Closet and and then talk to you about distributing them.
And maybe just one clarification if this is your first year. The portfolios are per student. So each student will get an envelope with their artwork that then goes home with them. And that might have been obvious, but I just wanted to say that just in case.
Yeah, no, that's great. Okay, so right over here in this lovely corner, right over here, I have an example of art portfolios here. So for each student's artwork, you're going to put their name up here in the corner, and you can obviously come in and see this. You are going to add the artwork in for the students. You're going to put the label on the outside, and you're going to add that little half sheet of info.
We're not doing labels this year.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're going to add their name up here in the top. I'll clarify that on here on the directions. Please only take the amount of folders that you need per student for your class. So if your class has 23, please only take 23 of these. You can do this anytime from now until like May 30th. I wouldn't push it past May 30th because we want this art to go home before all of the students take all the rest of their stuff home. We don't want this to get smushed in the backpack with all the rest of their end of year stuff. So that's why we're kind of saying by May 30th, you should have this done. But that gives you 3-ish weeks to do this. And then coordinating with teachers. You just have to decide how they want to send this home. So do you want to send it home on the day that you get it? Do the teachers only send things home on Fridays? So you need to get it done by Friday. So you need to coordinate that with your teacher.
And how does the teacher want to distribute it to the students? Do you just drop it off with them and the teacher hands it out? Or, classrooms have mailboxes. So kind of just those logistics you can just work out with your teacher.
Yeah. Something that I have found really helpful, like a tip and trick, is maybe if the library is available, taking all of the artwork and laying it just out on on a long table or on some of the tables, and then just going around and saying, okay, here's Joshua's, here's Ezekiel's, here's da-da-da, and making their piles first and then stuffing them in the folder. So this would be really helpful if you can get your whole team together, or, you know, a few people at least together to help you collate the art and then stick it in the folders with labels.
My arm's hurting. I'm going to put the phone down.
That's great. I'm done. Now on to art festival submissions, and I'll take over.
All right. Whew. My shoulder, that was a workout. And it was also very shaky as we were recording. I was like, oh, I had too much caffeine today. Anyway, art festival. So if you've lived in Lake Oswego for a while, you've probably noticed in June, there's a big art festival usually in
Like George Rogers
Park and then at the Lakewood Center. Elementary schools have an opportunity to show a couple of pieces of work from each school, which is pretty exciting. There's a youth exhibit that we would be included in. So what we're going to do is we're going to showcase the work of Morisot, which, if you remember, it's the flowers in the vase, which fits in line with the theme this year is botanical something. I should have written that down before I started
botanical.
talking. So this fits with the theme, so this is what we will be showing. So our ask for you is between now and May 12th or so, please head into your classroom portfolio and select 2 examples that you think either look the best or reflect the work of Morisot the most. And then we'll submit those for the art festival or the exhibit. So
just as a clarification, these should all still be hanging up on your walls outside. So it'll be really easy for you to just go and like select the 2 and then take down the rest and put those into the big, sorry, I'm pointing, but you can't see. Put the rest into your big portfolio to then collate later for the portfolio that I talked about.
Yeah, so pick the top 2 for your class, and then we will have little information sheets with some information that we're going to ask you to fill out for the student. It's mainly like student name and their teacher and the
grade level,
and just information so that we know what art is what. And then you're going to, we have a little basket here, and by we I mean Kristen, she's so organized. There's this little basket here, so fill out your info sheet, and then we have some paper clips here. You can just paper clip that info sheet to the art and throw it in the bin. And then we'll take it from there. There's actually a bunch of stuff that we have to do in order to get it prepared for the festival. It has to be mounted in a very specific way, and there needs to be labels. But we'll handle all of that. So for you, by May 12th, please select your 2 pieces of art, fill out the info sheet, and then just leave it here in the basket. Oh, and do we not have an example? We have a notice of selection sheet. I don't have an example, but it's just a piece of paper like this. We will have those here on the counter as well. So for the students who were selected, you'll take that sheet, and it's a notice of selection, and you'll put it in your class portfolio, or which will ultimately wind up here in this portfolio, so that it goes home with those students, and that notifies both the student and the parent that that student's art is going to be included in the exhibit. And then just in case if there's any questions, the art will be returned to the students in the fall. I think
you got everything. I think that's everything.
All right.
Just make sure to put that little notification into their portfolio, because then the parents know, and they have the dates and the information and where the student's art will be. And so they can take their child to the festival and get to go see their art displayed with all the other youth art.
Yep. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to Kristen and
please.
And again, thank you so much for all of the time that you spent volunteering with this program. We really appreciate it.
Have a really great day. And again, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Bye.